Welcome. So today we have a fairly heating practice planned. Some lunges, and we're going to practice some arm balances. So hang in there and take breaks when you need to. And here I have some blocks and a strap that may be helpful. Other than that, let's go ahead and get started. Standing. Let's bring our hands to our heart center. Feel our feet on the earth and a little bend in the knees and length in the spine. And let's bring our attention to our breath and take a deep breath in through the nose. And out through the nose. A few more rounds. Feeling the air as it enters your nose. And the quality as it exits. One more. Take a deep breath in. If you'd like to set an intention for the class, now's a great time. And we're going to drop our arms, raise our arms up and overhead on the inhale. And then exhale, fold over. Inhale, halfway look up. You may need some blocks here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway look up. And exhale. Inhale, all the way to the top. This will be our last round like this. Exhale. Inhale, halfway look up. And exhale, fold. We're gonna step out into plank. Taking a breath in, pulling the navel in and up. Hands strong under the shoulders. You can drop the knees at any time if you need to. Make sure the shoulders are up and back. Lower. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, plank into downward dog. Bend the knees a whole bunch, look forward between your hands. Maybe shift and try to get your booty as high into the sky as you can. Make sure your hands are very active. And then drop your head. And maybe reach your heels towards the mat. Breathing into the back of the heart. We're gonna inhale, right leg into the sky. And then lift up on the balls of the back foot, lift up through the navel, step that right foot through. You may need to take a couple steps, that's okay too. I'm gonna drop the back foot so it's at a 45. And inhale, warrior one. You wanna see your front toes, thighs rolling out. Squared forward. Inhale the arms high. Maybe look up. And exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Breathing. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Lifting up through the navel, stepping through, dropping the back heel. Inhale, warrior one on the left side. And torso squaring forward. My thighs rolling out. I can see my big toe. Raising my arms, looking up. And then an exhale, come through chaturanga. Upward dog. And exhale to downward dog. And breathing. And bend your knees a whole bunch. Step, walk, float to the front of your mat. Inhale halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale all the way to the top. And exhale, fold all the way back over. Inhale halfway, look up. And exhale, step back to plank. Pause at the top. Inhale. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Back heel drops. We're coming back into warrior one again. On the right side, inhale. Let's clasp our hands behind our back. Lift our arms, shoulders up and back. Torso squared forward. All right, come forward on the inside of the thigh. And then you can't come forward anymore. You're gonna go ahead and drop your head. Let the arms fall up and over. And breathing. And inhale back into warrior one. Exhale. Lower all the way down. Hands, back of the hands on the mat. Roll our shoulders up. And on the inhale, we're gonna lift. Breathing in. And out. One more breath in. Hands under the shoulders. Press back into plank. And a downward dog. Breathing in and out. Let's raise our left leg to the sky. Lift up, draw up through the navel. Walk or step that left foot between your hands. Drop your back heel. So your foot's at a 45-degree angle. Inhale your arms up. Warrior one on the left side. Torso squaring forward. Bring our hands behind, clasp. And we're gonna come forward. And then drop our head on the inside of that left foot. And let the arms come up and over. Inhale. Back into warrior one. Exhale. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Breathing. Bend your knees a whole bunch. And walk, float, step to the top of your mat. And halfway, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale to standing. Exhale, reach down, touch the floor, bend the knees a whole bunch. Inhale your arms back up, chair. You can have the arms separate and the feet separate under like this if you need to as well. Lifting up, looking up, deep breath in, and then exhale, fold over. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale at the top here, navel drawing in and up. Hands nice and strong, pressing down. And then on the exhale, draw back into downward dog. Getting nice and long, tailbone as high as you can get it to the sky. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And exhale, draw it through your hands. Drop your back foot so your outer edge matches the back edge of your mat. I'm going to inhale into warrior two. Shoulders rolling down, looking out over your middle finger. Legs kind of drawing in on the inhale and out. Exhale. Let's do reverse warrior. And then inhale up. We're going to come into triangle. So you're going to adjust your feet, maybe a shorter stance. We're going to reach out, 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 out over our front foot. And then drop it down, either to the outside, shin, a block. It's real handy. And then we're going to roll our heart open. You can look down if your neck's bothering you. Breathing in and out. All right. Come on back up. I'm going to shift our feet so that our toes are pointing the long edge of our mat. So toes are pointed forward. Lift the heart, a little micro bend in the knees, getting really active in the legs. We're going to come forward. Feel free to have blocks under your shoulders. Bring your hands all the way down or between your legs. And inhale, take a deep breath in, lift the chin. Exhale, fold. Breathing. And inhale halfway. We'll bend the knees, hands to hips. Come on up. And we're going to pivot our feet and come into warrior two on the left side. And bend that front knee a whole bunch. Thigh rolling open. Arms extending. Shoulders rolling up and down the back, looking out over the middle finger. And breathing. You want to reverse it. This back hand goes down the back thigh, up and over with that left arm. And then inhale, back to warrior two. Straighten that front leg. You may need to adjust your stance here a little bit. I'm going to come into triangle on the left side. So you're going to reach, 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 reach. If you need your block here, remember that. A little micro bend in the front knee. And then come down, roll open. Okay. Roll this shoulder back. Sometimes it helps if you pretend you're pressing this top hand into a wall. Inhale back into warrior two. And then we're going to come back to our center position with our toes pointed forward. Breathe in. And then exhale, let's draw these heels in and come into a goddess pose. Hands at heart center. Inhale. And the legs, it's like kicking in. Slight lifting up. Exhale, push everything away. Inhale. Exhale away. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to come up. Point our toes forward again. Heels. Adjust. Stick your booty out and come back in for another forward fold. Inhale in the back of the heart. Halfway look up. And let's put our left arm down and raise our right arm to the sky for a twist. Bring the right arm down. Make sure this area stays flat. Upper body wants to be taking the twist here. Roll the heart open. Breathing in and out. And bring that arm down. Inhale. Look up. Get long in the spine. Exhale. Fold all the way. Inhale. Halfway look up. Use a little bend in the knees, hands to hips. Come on up. Point your feet forward. We're going to bring our hands to the outside of our front foot. Turn the back heel up. Step back into plank. New chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And breathe. Breathing into the back of the heart. Kind of exaggerated, and exhale, let it fall through. All right, let's raise our right leg up into the sky. Inhale, up through. between our hands for a low lunge now. So let's work some energetics in this and draw our feet into one another and lift up a little bit on the inhale, and on the exhale, press away. And you can have your hands on blocks here too to help. So it's a inhale, lifting in and up, and then expanding, really pushing the legs away. And if you want to work it with no hands, on the floor, however. One more time, lifting up and expanding. And drop that back knee. I'm gonna press in half splits. My back knee is under my hip. It's at a 90. My front foot's very active. A little micro bend in the knee. Chin long. And then go ahead and fold forward, whatever's appropriate for you. And breathing, maybe lifting the chin. And exhale, fold a little more. And then inhale, look up. I'm gonna come forward, and you might need to move that front foot out a little bit. Make space for your torso here. And you could stay here. Or you can lower down. And you want this knee, right knee, drawing in, not just falling out. It's the trick of floor poses is to not just crumble, stay active. One more breath in. And exhale. And come up. And we're gonna reach our right arm behind us and grab for our left foot. And you can come on your forearms here too if you would like more intensity. Really draw that heel as far into your behind as you can. And then go ahead and release. We're gonna come back. Do another little half splits here for a second. And my right heel is really pressing down and pulling back into me to activate my hamstrings here. And come on out, knee and plank. Breathing in, pulling the belly up. Hands strongly pressing down, fingers bright and active. And exhale, pushing back in a downward dog. Breathing into the back of the heart. Can you shift side to side and get any more length? Inhale, raise left leg high to the sky. Step, walk, really kind of like lift up and get through. Maybe that's helpful. Sometimes it just takes time. Inhale, drawing in and up through the navel. And so it's this squeezing in and up. My legs are pulling together and then they're pressing away. And it might be nice to have blocks here. So we're doing a little bit of a cat. Exhale, pressing away, lifting the heart. Inhale, squeezing the legs together. Exhale, pressing them away. One more. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale, press away. And drop that back knee. And come into the half splits here. So my right knee is a 90 under my hip. My left foot is very active, and it's also kicking back into me to help activate my hamstrings. I'm going to inhale, lift my heart and my chin, and then exhale, fold. All right, now look forward. You're going to come forward. You might want to move your left foot out more towards the outside of the mat. And bring your hands on your shoulders or up on blocks. Right? These are always an option. Really can help expand our practice. And even if you're, I think this feels, even if you're not used to using them or can go deep or whatever, it's like they offer something different, like it gets in a different place. So I think even knowing some of these poses and practicing with blocks is lovely. Just remember, if you're down here, that you're drawing your left leg into your torso. Trying to keep things very active. Inhale out of the, I'm going to take our left arm around and reach for our right foot. Really drawing it in to the buttocks. I'm a little kid sometimes. All right, and pressing. Rolling the heart open. You can come on your forearms here too if you'd like more intensity. And release that back foot. And we're going to scoot this guy back over and press back into our half splits one more time. Lifting the chin, long spine. Exhale, fold. There may be enough intensity. There's no need to fold. But you know your body best. Trust your body. Oh yeah, all right, go ahead and come on out. The blocks here. We have our knees under our hips. We're going to reach our arms out in front of us. Really see the pressing and lifting the tailbone high and like in downward dog. And then from here, I'm going to lower my forehead to the earth and maybe rest my chin. And breathing into the back of the heart. And exhale. Come on up on all fours. We're going to have our toes curled under, a little tailbones lifting to the sky, arms strong. Exhale, press back into downward dog. Take a deep breath in through the heart. And exhale. Bend your knees a whole bunch. Look forward. Step, walk, jump through. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, fold. And come into chair. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale. Let's bring your hands to heart center. Maybe drop a little more weight into your heels. We're gonna twist to the left here. Really work it in. And then maybe we drop down. And this is where we're gonna play with a little arm balance. So, we're in this twist. Drop your arms. So they're under my shoulders, but I'm doing this really large twist in the spine here. And then maybe come forward and shift and lift. So really, it's strength, but it's also a little bit of knowing balance, and you really do kind of have to come forward quite a lot to lift off here. Just try it. It's it's just fun, you know? So you don't need to judge yourself or feel like you need to get it. It's just the more you try something, then eventually it clicks. At least that's been my experience. So we're gonna do the other side. So we're gonna inhale and back into chair. Hands to heart center. And we're gonna turn over our right. And you're really trying to keep these knees even. And then maybe we drop all the way down. Knees popping there. And, sorry, the kitties. I'm gonna drop our hands under our shoulders. and lift off. Come back around and just play with that. Okay, so let's inhale to standing. Let's do a side stretch off to the right. Breathing in and out. Inhale back to center. We're gonna really stretch that right arm up and over to the left. You can look down if your neck's bothering you. Inhale all the way back up. All right, we're gonna spread our feet a little ways here. Inhale our arms up. Heart center. And may need a little shifting as we come down. We're going to come down into squat here. And so don't forget, you can sit on block. And so this is, knees still pressing in, thighs into elbows, lifting the heart. And we can come down here. Really get in here. And then lengthen. Shoulders back. Breathe in. And then maybe we start reaching Reaching back and dropping the head. You need to bring your feet a little closer for this. So that you really can get in here. Let's see how. With all these stages, don't forget. Just work wherever you're at. And it'll open, it'll come to you. All right, I'm gonna come out of this. And now, hopefully, or maybe we're set up right here. Maybe we're just working the squat. But really get your knees up here by your shoulders. Really squeeze them in. And we're preparing for crow. So if you like to go there, if you know. Otherwise, squeeze those knees into your shoulders. Come on your tippy toes. Hands are, right, it's a lot of work for our hands, so make sure they're very active, bright, and lift up. So I haven't lifted my feet off the ground yet, and maybe you just do one foot at a time and experiment, or maybe you lift both off. Breathing, and then exhale. Come on down. Breathe in and out. It's very strong work. And we're gonna try it one more time. So, knees squeezing into the shoulders, really lifting through the core, and then lifting off, and really, it's like coming forward a lot more probably than, especially at first, than is gonna feel comfortable, but you know, put a pillow there or something. We all fall, it's okay. Breathe in and out. Here, inhale. Slowly up to standing. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold all the way over. Inhale, halfway look up. And exhale, step back. And then lower onto your knees. Come back. And then come into cobbler's pose. Yeah, so that's for our feet together. You like shift side to side. Sit bones even. We put our hands behind us, lift our heart. And we're gonna come back to our feet, which are very active, pressing together. And we're gonna open them like a book. And then the knife edges of my feet are pressing together and pulling into me to really activate my legs and help make this a nice strong pose. Inhale, lift the chin. And exhale, fold. And just do some waving here. Inhale into the back of the heart. Look forward, lift the chin. Exhale, wave forward. Inhale, lifting to the back of the heart. Lift the chin, look forward. Exhale, a little bit deeper. And go ahead and rest here. Breathing into your thighs. Okay, inhale, come on out. Release the legs. And we'll bring our right foot in. For Janashir Shasana. Sit tall, even. And then we're going to twist over our left leg here. So belly button's going to twist and then fold over. And you're going to use this left hand over here to kind of help keep you twisted in the right direction. And then the chin lifts and things are long, spine's long. When you can't get any more length, then go ahead and drop your head to the outside of your left knee. And take one more breath in. And exhale. Come on, back up. And I'm gonna switch sides. I'm drawing my left foot in now, extending my right foot out a little bit at an angle. You can experiment with what angle works best for you. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Inhale, length again, forward. And then go ahead and drop the head to the outside of the right knee. Breathe. Inhale, back up. I'm gonna straighten both legs out in front. Get even on our seat. Length, lift up here. Bend in the knees. My heels of my feet are pressing down firmly and kicking back into me. And then lengthen and then fold. And on the inhale, I think long, a little bit longer. On the exhale, maybe fold just a little bit deeper, nothing forced. Inhale, strong core, bend in the knees. Come on up. And we're going to roll all the way down onto our backs. Just take a moment and adjust. Your head can feel flat on the earth. And we're gonna do a bridge, and then there's gonna be an option for a wheel. So see if you can touch the backs of your heels or about that distance. You can grab the outside of your mat, rolling shoulders under this way, or lift up, clasp the hands, and roll the shoulders under. One from here. Heads pressing into the earth. You're gonna lift. I'm gonna also press my arms into the earth. And breathe. And exhale. Lower down with control. Alright. So if you'd like to take wheel, we'll do that now. Otherwise, you can stick with bridge pose. So Hands, fingertips facing shoulders. And on the inhale, we're just gonna press straight up. So inhale. Really pushing my heart forward. Exhale. Lower down, nice and slow. Take a moment. Take a deep breath into your belly. And exhale. One more time. And either do bridge or do one more wheel. Preparing. Fingertips facing the shoulders. Preparing, and on the inhale, just lift straight up. And exhale slowly, lower all the way back down. Excellent work. Start knees into it, knocked in. Take a deep breath into your belly. And exhale. All right, so I'm gonna grab my strap here. And I'm gonna lasso my right foot, maybe. And I'm gonna press that right foot way high into the sky. A belt works great too if you don't have this fancy doodad. And then lengthen that left leg out along the floor if you'd like, or you can keep the knee bent, really drawing this leg down, your right hip down into the earth. That right leg is straight. Inhale, crunch into your shin. And on the exhale, lower everything back down, shoulders, head. Switch grips, so now I'm holding the strap with my left hand. I'm gonna cactus my right arm and then drop this right foot off. It's a really intense stretch for your IT band there. Inhale, back to center. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, let that right leg fall. Bend your right knee. And now we're gonna lasso our left foot. And, pull it down, down into the earth. And maybe I'll stretch that right leg out. Really splitting the legs away from one another, and at the same time pulling the straight leg down. Inhale, crunch into your shin. And exhale, lower it all back down. Switch grips, cactus their left arm, and let this right foot fall at a 90 off to the right. It's a very intense stretch here. If you're not feeling it, then bring your leg higher. Now back to center. Release and let that foot meet your right. And then we're gonna draw our knees in. Maybe roll around a little bit. Grab the outside edges of your feet. Happy baby. I like to roll around, but you don't have to. And you hug everything into a little ball. Take a deep breath in. When you can't hold it anymore, let it all go. Release in the savasana, final resting pose. Shoulders lightly roll under, palms face up, or any position that feels comfortable to you. Please stay resting, and I will be here to guide you out in a few minutes. And if you'd like to come out, bring small movement back to your body. If you'd like to stay, stay as long as you'd like. Roll to one side or the other.
And press yourself back up
to a seated position. I hope that was a fun practice. I know our balances are, they're challenging, but just bring play to them and have fun with it, and it's all good. So I hope that you'll have a lovely week. I will be back next week. So yeah, take care. Namaste.